Hi everyone, this is your coach, Kristi.Curtis. I just want to take a quick moment to go over Beachbody, being a Beachbody coach, and what your time commitment, your time requirement is to be successful as a Beachbody coach. Now this question, like any question, whenever you ask me a question, I am going to say it depends, because it always depends. Everyone's goals are different, and it depends on the individual's abilities and skills and where they want to go. But for the sake of average, how much time is required to be a successful Beachbody coach? That also comes with time frame. But I would say the minimum time requirement to be a Beachbody coach is 7 to 10 hours a week. Now, that being said, 1 hour a day, 7 days a week, or 5 days a week for 2 hours a day, that would be the minimum requirement. However, there are some coaches that being a coach is just getting a 25% discount on Shakeology. And obviously, for those coaches, there is no time commitment. If you're wondering, is there a commitment that I have to commit to being a coach when I'm getting a discount? There isn't. There isn't any time commitment on that part. That's just your own workouts and drinking your own Shakeology and getting it at a discount. So for those people, there is no minimum time requirement. However, if you really want to be successful with this business, you really want to help others and earn additional income, 7 to 10 hours a week is going to be the minimum requirement. Now, that being said, that also goes with what are your goals. When I first became a coach, my goals were to leave my full-time job. I had a time frame of 2 years, and so I committed 10 to 15 hours a week towards my business. Some weeks it was 10 hours, other weeks I might have pushed to 20 if I could fit it in. I was working 40 hours a week at a full-time job and training another 15 to 20 hours a week for an Ironman triathlon. So because of those two time intensive activities, a full-time job and training for the Ironman, I didn't have tons of time for the business, so I really did have to squeeze in that 10 to 15 hours a week. Now that being said, after 10 to 15 hours a week, I was able, after the first year, to surpass my full-time income. So working part-time with Beachbody, I was able to earn over what I was making full-time in the financial industry. So for me, the success took 10 to 15 hours a week, and it took about a year to get to that first goal. My goals then changed, of course. However, it also depends on, at first when you're getting started as a coach, what you have to realize is that it's going to take you a lot longer to do those activities, to reach out and help other people, because everything you do is being done for the first time or maybe only the 10th time, and you're not going to be great the first time you do something. However, after you've done it 100 times, 200 times, 1,000 times, you get really good at it. You've practiced and you're better, and so you can get through things much faster. So of course, when you first get started, that 10 to 15 hours a week, a lot of it is going to be training and perfecting your skills as a coach. However, a year down the road, you're going to be able to get a lot more done in 10 hours than you were originally getting done in 10 hours when you first got started. Now, that being said, it is so easy to get in a trap of getting on Facebook and scrolling through the news feeds and reading what everybody else is doing for 30, 60 minutes. Before you know it, there goes your whole 2-hour workday towards Beachbody scrolling through Facebook. That is not productive time. So to use those 10 hours wisely, it needs to be 10 hours of productive time. You need to sit down. You need to create a to-do list. Some of the basics that I teach my coaches for their to-do list is inviting. Number 1, invite 2, 5, 10 people, 15 people a day. Whatever that is, whatever your goals are going to show you how many people you should be inviting a day. Next, doing your workout. I don't actually include that in my 2-hour workday when I was a new coach, but doing your workout every day, drinking your Shakeology every day. These are things that should be on your to-do list, and cross them off as they're done. Posting to Facebook 3 times a day. Posting about your health, about your fitness, about your hobbies. I'm a runner. I love to run. I post about my dog, Stella. I'm a dog lover. I love dogs. You might not love dogs, but if you're following me, you probably love Stella. Posting about my challenge group participants, how excited I am that they're committing to a healthy lifestyle, that they've asked me to be their coach, giving them recognition for what they have achieved. So posting to Facebook 3 times a day, that will help create followers and people that are interested in what you're doing, and you're sharing with them what you're doing in a very natural way. The other thing that you want to do every day is personal development, 10 minutes of personal development. I devote longer to personal development. I would like to say an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours a day to my own personal development. This is huge because I want to increase my skills as a leader. I want to be able to help others more, so I put more time into adding value to myself so that I'm able to add value to those around me. Now, for someone who is a new coach, a lot of times they give up because they're not seeing the income flowing in the 10 to 15 hours a week in the first month. And I am here to tell you that most business owners, the average business owner is in the red for their first 3 years. And I'm saying this because I just met last week with my caterer, and since I had told them I have my own business, they had started talking about their business with me. And the wife said it took us 3 years to get out of the red. 3 years. So we're talking 3 years of her husband working 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week when she works full time. So when she wasn't working, she was helping him probably at least another 20 hours a week. So we're talking 2 people, full-time efforts of 80 hours a week to be in the red for 3 years. To get out of the red took them 3 years. And they didn't give up because their goals and what they wanted to achieve were important to them, and they stuck with it. Now, I'm here to say that while Beachbody is not get rich quick, and you definitely have to have passion for helping people, and you definitely have to want to make a change in your life. But to make a change, you have to change. So you have to be that change, and you can do it. I was out of the red my second month with Beachbody. My first month, I earned $70 of income. My second month, I earned $800. My third month, $1,200. I've now been a coach for almost 2.5 years, and last month I earned over $15,000. The month before I'd earned over $14,000. It was almost 15, but not quite. So now I earned $70 my first month. Was that tough to see when I was putting in 10 to 15 hours a week? Yeah, I put in 60 hours, and we'll say 60 hours on the high side because I was doing a lot of training that first month, and I only made $70. But would you put in that time commitment of 10 to 15 hours a week consistently? That's the biggest thing in this business. Consistency is the most underused secret to success. You are not going to be successful overnight. You are not going to be great overnight. You are not going to have the knowledge that I have overnight. That took 2.5 years. You can definitely learn it faster than I did if you're putting in 30 hours a week, but it's all dependent upon your goals and what you want to achieve. With Beachbody, I got out of the red by my second month. I am now earning over three times, the amount that my boss paid me, and I worked for him for over 4 years. I can't wait to see at 4 years' time what I'm making as a Beachbody coach with my own time, the CEO of my own business, helping others, feeling rewarded and excited at the end of the day, loving what I do, being able to change people's lives, to really change people's lives. Do I have people that say no? All the time. But those people that say yes are so worth it because I will go through thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of no's to find those people that say yes, that want to change their life, that allow me to coach them and help them change their life. Because I know that if my coach listened to every no and didn't wait to find me and hear my yes that I wanted this, I wouldn't have been able to fire my boss. I wouldn't have bought a house in the happiest place of America. I wouldn't have a house that has $200,000 in equity in a year. I wouldn't be working from home, owning my own time, having my own schedule, paying cash for my wedding. I wouldn't have all these things if she didn't go through all of those no's. So back to the time commitment, I always get off track. The time is really up to you. It's really up to you and what your goals are. And if you are a coach and you have big goals, I really recommend doing the 30daypush.com. It will help you. It's with Shailene Johnson. It's free. It's a personal development. And it will really help you to determine what your goals are, what your priorities are. Make sure your goals and your priorities are in alignment. So that if your goal is to leave your full-time job, you definitely need to be committed to 10 to 15 hours a week consistently. That doesn't mean you put 10 to 15 hours a week for a month and don't do anything for another 3 months. It has to be consistent. I hope in some way this video has helped you to propel your business forward. Let me know if you have any questions, and hope you're having a great day.